Hello. All right, so we have another word problem today. This time we're going to be traveling around. So in this problem, we have Ava and Sophia. So Ava leaves for the museum and it takes her, she's going a certain speed. We don't really know what that is, but we do know that 3 hours later, Sophia drives to catch Ava. Sophia travels 42 miles per hour faster than Ava. So Sophia is definitely traveling on the highway. I hope. We also know that 2 hours later, Sophia catches Ava. The question that we're being asked is this: what were the speeds of Sophia and Ava? Okay, so before we try and figure that out with some equation, let's just draw something. So I'm going to draw something for Ava and then something for Sophia. And let's kind of have them like all work on the same line. Okay, I'm gonna start here, and I'm just gonna say Ava is going. So let's see this. How long did Ava travel? So Ava leaves, and then 3 hours later, Sophia starts driving. So let's say this is like here to here. Yeah, let's call that 3 hours. So Ava is leaving. 3 hours later, Sophia starts driving to catch up to Ava. So let's say that this is the time that like Sophia is driving. And it says that 2 hours later, Sophia catches Ava. So that means that this is 2 hours. So that's 2 hours extra to the 3 hours. Because Sophia didn't leave until 3 hours after Ava left. And then 2 hours later, she catches Ava. That means that Ava was traveling for 5 hours. Okay, so I'm going to say Ava is at 5 hours. Sophia is at 2 hours. Okay, so that's their time. Their distance is going to be equal, so that's great. And then over here, I'm going to move this guy over. Excuse me. I need some space. Okay, so we're going to have their speed. How would we represent their speed? Okay, so it doesn't say anything about Ava's speed. So let's just say that she's some unknown speed. Let's call that X, right? Because if we don't know it, we're just going to call it X. But Sophia's speed, we know something about it. We know that Sophia travels 42 miles faster than Ava. And if Ava is represented by X, we can write Sophia's speed as X plus 42, right? Because let's say Ava is going 10. Then that means Sophia is going 52, right? 10 plus 42, 52. So whatever Ava's speed is, Sophia is going 42 miles per hour faster. Okay, so we have speed. I'm going to write this as miles per hour, and this is hours. I'm also going to write this again like this: miles per hour. Okay, so how do we figure out distance? What is distance exactly? Distance is speed times time, right? So if they both go the same amount of distance, let's say this: Ava's distance is equal to Sophia's distance. Okay, and we know this. Distance is equal to speed times time. And we have speed and time in some representation for both of them, right? So we can say Ava, which is 5 hours, going some speed miles per hour. And then we have Sophia traveling 2 hours, going some speed of X plus 42. So if we multiply these two together, we'll get the distance that Ava traveled. And if we multiply these together, we'll get the distance that Sophia traveled. And thankfully they're equal, so we can set this equation equal to this equation. And then we can just isolate for x and solve for it. All right, so this, if I combine it, gives me 5x is equal to 2x plus 2 times 42, 84. All right, if I want to isolate x on one side, I'm going to remove it from this side. So I'm going to do minus 2x, and that gives me 3x is equal to 84. Or x is equal to 84 over 3. All right. What is the closest thing to that? All right, I don't know if 84 goes into 3, but I do know that 81 goes into 3 because 81 is 9 times 9. So that means that, oh, and then 81 to 84 is 3. So let's figure out what 81 is. 81 would be, that's 9 times 9. Okay, that would be 27. Okay, then plus 1. Okay, x would be equal to 28. Okay, so that means that Ava was going 28 miles per hour. And then Sophia was going 42 miles per hour faster. So that's going to be 70 miles per hour. Okay, cool. And then that's your answer. All right. Let me know if that made sense. If you have any other word problems that you'd like me to work on, feel free to put them in the comments below. And, like always, have a good day.